Institute of Public Policy Analysis and Research, ICPA, did a report or a survey that looked at the particular impact on our economic development. And I think they came up with a monetary figure that showed that we were losing potentially $40 million just because of poor customer care on an annual basis. And I think sort of quantifying and putting a monetary figure to what we lose when we have poor customer care really opened up our eyes and made us realize that this is just beyond putting on a smile and making sure that your customers are happy. It actually does have a tangible monetary impact.
Assurance turazikenera kandi turazikoresha, ariko ngewe mbona kugeza ubu services zitangwa muri assurance zarateye imbere ugereranyije no mu myaka ishize.
Here we are discussing both external customers and the internal customers. As long as internal customers are not taken care of, you will not expect them to better serve your external customers. Now, for our customers to have a good customer experience, what do they need? They need to be treated fairly. We need to have a right culture. This is for our internal customers, our staff. In the organization, what do your staff need to have? They need, first of all, to have the right culture. As I have said before, we need to think and act customer. We need to always have the customer at the heart in everything we do.
I arrived last night from South Africa and I haven't been outside, so I will go outside and see a beautiful city.
We need money, we need revenue for a company to be able to work. So if we have loyal customers, if our portfolio is big enough for loyal customers, then we are able to get a profitable network.
One is, at what point is a customer not king?
So we actually call this an insanely customer-centric culture. It's called, many of us actually call it as an ICCC.
Hi everybody. So my name is Olivier. I'm coming from France. I've been living in Nairobi since 2015, but I've been in Africa permanently since 2012, starting from South Africa.
So the basic process is the following. So you have the customer has a question. The customer could go to the agency, he could call the call center, he doesn't want to. He wants to do it digitally. So he will go on the Facebook fan page and he will write a comment, or he will write on Messenger, I have a problem with my account, I cannot do this and that, my credit card is blocked, etc. So the first step is the message is routed to an agent, and an agent gets the text from someone. For example, let's say his Twitter name is Pink Unicorn. So the bank gets a message from Pink Unicorn on Twitter. I have my credit card is blocked. So the first step for the bank is to identify who is Pink Unicorn.
Clear.
To put a name behind an alias. So this is the work of the agent. So the agent will start the conversation with the customer. Dear customer, I'm here to assist you. What is your name? What is your account number? So once the customer is identified, then the agent can move into the CRM and check into the data of the bank with this customer and what kind of issue he has and how he can help him. You have sometimes at the entrance of the agency, you have like a board where you have options. Do you come here to open an account? Do you come here for a transfer? Do you come here for a complaint? And then you press a button, you get a ticket, and you are called to the right desk according to your demand. When you call your bank, you have this robot saying, if you call for credit card, press 1. If you call for transfer, press 2. If you call for complaint, press 3. And then you are routed to a right agent. What we do at Dimelo is like we do that for digital, for social media. So we take the message from the customer who wants to speak to you on Facebook, we route it to an agent that has the right skill. So what we do is we are the link, we are the bridge between your customer that are on social media, on emails, on web chat or app chat, and your agents. We don't mean to replace your customer care. We are just allowing you to talk to your customer where they are.
Okay.
Thank you.
So this is a very embarrassing story, but I'm going to share it with you anyway. So I think the worst experience I've had, about 2 years ago, my little girl came home from school, and they had a project at school to draw their mother. And she ran to me with this picture that she'd drawn of me, and on this picture, my teeth were this long and yellow, with like saliva dripping off my teeth, and I had like spines on my back, a beautiful dress and beautiful lipstick. And I said to her, my darling, you're a great artist, what inspired this? And she said, Mommy, remember when we were in that store and you took back the vacuum cleaner that wasn't working anymore? She said, you were so angry with that lady, you looked like a dinosaur. And she said, you shouted so much at that lady that you spit on my arm. And I mean, I didn't want to, her creativity was just amazing in this picture, but that's not the way I want my daughter to necessarily remember me when they have an art project at school. And I vividly remember that day. I was so angry because the woman said, I'm sorry, madam, that's our process. We have to send it away and you can have it back in 6 weeks. And I said to her, we've got 4 Jack Russells and 3 children in the house. My house is not going to survive 6 weeks without a vacuum cleaner. And I left the store and I've never been back. And what I take away from that experience, it's not about how we feel about the brand. It's how we feel about ourselves in an interaction with the brand. And I didn't like the person who I became in that store because I was angry and I was unreasonable and I was running into a process that she wasn't able to budge. But at the end of the day, she was just working there. And I literally have not been in that store again because I'm not proud of who I became when I went into that store. So that's probably my worst experience and the worst version of myself that I became. And the point I think for you to take away is we can decide what we want people to feel.